This is the LEGO Creator Twin Spin Helicopter set. This is the LEGO Creator Twin Spin Helicopter set. And this is the LEGO Creator Twin Spin Helicopter set. It's a 3-in-1 set, so all of these three are the official builds with instructions included in the box, and I'm going to show you each one up a little bit more closely. This one obviously is a snowmobile or snow machine with the skids up in front. It's got tracks in the back. You can kind of move the handlebars side to side a bit, and it has a winch on the back of it to give it some utility. You can actually work that winch, and right now it's hooked up to a little trailer, a little pull-along skid thing. I don't know the proper terminology for this, but you see it's just hooked up, and it has a little bit of cargo. These are very useful pieces to get. The 2x2 bricks with Technic holes going through them. This even has some safety lights on the back of it, and the winch has some friction added to it with the additional gear there with a friction axle pin piece down below, so this doesn't just move along freely. Wherever you set it, that's where it will stay, so you can let the line out a little bit more, and if you want to tighten this up, you can. Right now I've got this set up with the hook coming from the top, which makes it more secure, but get that off and you can bring the hook right up to the back of the thing. It's cool considering that this is made from pieces of a helicopter. I think it's nicely done, and gets the creative juices flowing. Really encourages folks to try different stuff with the parts that they get. Look at that, you can adjust the angles of the skids up front. Maybe get it, yeah, there we go, something like that. Make it look like it's going up an embankment like that. Yeah, it's cool. This one obviously sticks more with the aviation theme of the main build and the name of the set itself. And this one also has the rotating skids, so you can get it into that sort of pose to make it look more like it's coming up to speed, but it really wants to lean back. If you don't have it leaning forward just a bit, the center of gravity is to the rear of the struts, so it tends to want to do that, which is okay. A little bit of engine detail up here at the front, showing you the 4-cylinder design, 2 on either side, horizontally opposed, or boxer, whichever it is. I don't know, I haven't seen the inside of the engine, but yeah, this thing looks pretty cool for what it is. Nothing too fancy. I think the color scheme is okay, a little bit on the colorful side, but I always appreciate getting medium blue colored parts, especially this slope piece up here and the wedge, a couple of wedges that are partially curved back here at the back. So good parts, and this looks very classic to me. It just looks like an old LEGO system set, very old. They used to make cars that would use these 2x2 slope bricks as the windscreen and the rear window. So that just kind of gives me a little bit of jolt of history. The main build now is significantly larger and more complex than the others. I mean, by a tremendous margin. Obviously, it's a larger thing here because it uses all of the parts, but the coolest thing about this, to me, is the gearbox system that's built in. You can already see the winch set up here. You can let that out. You saw that on the snowmobile, and it comes with this little snow cat. And look at that. That's set up pretty much at the center of gravity there. That's a cool looking little build in and of itself. I like that quite a lot. It looks pretty proper. Got a little bar on the front. Maybe you could tow something with that or tow it. It just looks cool. However, this winch is not the gearbox setup I was talking about. There's no gearbox involved there at all. It's very simple and straightforward. Instead, back here, this wheel is connected to an axle that goes through the whole thing, and there are some bevel gears in here that allow you to do this. Look at that. How awesome is that? That is great. And it's all hidden away, very nicely hidden away inside of the thing. I think it's just phenomenal. Looks really good at the front. You got the sky crane sort of design. Almost feels like you could put a minifigure in there. Haven't actually tried it, but you'd have to really take some stuff apart to get at it. It's got the engines in the back, skids all the way around for landing. I think it's just really nicely done. But to me, the the coolest and nicest things about this are what they've done with the rotor system, which you just don't see by default, and this. I actually really like this snowcat, way more than I feel like I should. And even though it has these oversized tracks and it's using wheels with tires inside of there, these move quite easily. So this thing looks like it would actually be fun just to roll around. I mean, this is a super slippery surface right here, but on most surfaces it works pretty well and just makes me happy. Oh, incidentally, you can also steer the nose gear, if you will, back and forth. I don't know if that's really intentional, but it's something that you can do. This actually isn't one of my favorite LEGO Creator 3-in-1 sets, even in recent times. To be honest, none of these builds really excite me that much just to look at them. However, I do very much respect and appreciate the build, and especially the mechanisms in the main build for the helicopter itself. And like I said, I like the snowcat. But to me, this is most useful as a parts pack. And they've done a really good job of showing you just some of the possibilities of what you can do with these parts. It's a diverse selection of parts, including, you know, Technic mechanism things, as well as just more traditional building pieces, and a lot of them can be used together in interesting ways, and they've shown some of that. And I feel like the set is very successful in doing what Creator generally tries to do. You know, the non-expert, the normal level of Creator stuff, giving you parts, showing you some stuff that you can make with them, and giving you good instructions for building them. And the builds themselves are good, they're not bad, but I feel like this is definitely more about creativity and coming up with, you know, your own designs. But those are just my thoughts, and that's what I think about this set. Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts in a comment down below, including if you have a favorite between these three builds. I personally obviously like the snowcat. Last time I'll say it, I promise. But as far as the overall builds, what they look like, I actually like the plane the most. Of course, can't really outdo the mechanisms of the helicopter. Share your favorites though, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.